Boop. Boop ba da do bop 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 ba da 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 da. Okay. Now I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. This is what I get for playing even off stream for like a second. So it feels like I'm supposed to get the wind. Okay, well I can move them back and forth. Can I float in it? Okay, nope. Alright. Either I'm very dumb, which is very possible. Also the screen is cut off. Didn't even notice that. You know what I should do? Hold on. Hold on. I gotta bring the configuration file back up. Set this back to 1920 by 1080. Cause I'm a cool girl. I'm a cool girl. Eyes closed. I close my eyes at you, boy. Wind thing. Okay. Okay, wind in the organs. And then go in. There we go. Okay. Guess I did not even realize that I was near the organ this... Guess that's on me for not paying attention, but also... You gotta make your games idiot-proof. I mean, you don't have to, but... Like, hey, I'm an idiot, so... It'd be nice. Huh? Do you smell that? Smell what? The wind. It smells like something's rotten. Now that you mention it. It is the presence of impurities in high concentration if this sensation is to be believed. Oh, wow. 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 Ferocious Boyd, Kava Kalos. God damn, I can't believe how much health it's already taken off of me. fucking bird. Literally would have killed him. Fucking around. No. Ugh, what the hell is that smoky thing? Kava Kalvos was originally a wondrous giant bird that chose to live only on the highest peaks, but now it seems to have been corrupted by the impurities in its body, and has subsequently been overcome by the miasma. I surmise it was attracted to the vast amounts of dragon energy in the air. This is the miasma? We must purify this place for the safety of all. That bird was not easy to kill. I will say that. Good lord. No, these bosses have been very well designed. Reminds me a lot of MMO stuff. Okay, so a giant bird is exposed to the miasma and starts totally flipping out. Nothing makes any sense anymore. Tell me about it. It'd be most fortunate if the Wind Dragon could provide us with some aid or advice. The altar is below here, shall we? So this is the altar of Kylos. Yes, it is dedicated to one of the 5 pillars of Altago, Muanti, the Wind Dragon. The 5 dragons sustain the world. We have revered the dragons since time immemorial and followed their teachings in order to maintain the order of Altago. However, faith in the dragons is weak throughout Altago today, and thus the dragon's presence follows suit. So no faith, no dragon. Bummer. Adel, how is it? You feel anything? In the valley betwixt the moon and sea lay ancient Altago. One man forgetteth his heart, ancient Altago doth tremble. The wind conceiveth impurity, the flame doth lose its radiance. O destined warrior, to thee I shall giveth my seal. Ere Altago meeteth the doom, thou shouldst visit my brethren. You got the wind seal. Wow. Call me Mr. Wind. With the wind seal residing in Adel, attacks will charge up twice as fast. Along with an increased charge rate, the amount of SP gained per hit will also increase. Man, the 5 dragons. They seem to really have taken a shining to you, Adel. The Wind Dragon has acknowledged you, Adel Kristen. The power you received is his divine protection. It will support you in your journey. One by one, the dragons grant Adel their power. I guess he really is a chosen one. But what are they saying when they talk to him? All that stuff about chaos and impurities and whatnot? It's also ominous. It is indeed. Bashira, do you know something? I do. I finally understand after hearing the words of the Wind Dragon. Let us return to the village. There is something I must tell you. It is in regards to the unexplained calamities that have been occurring throughout Altago, as well as the strange phenomena of late. There have been an increasing number of strange occurrences across Altago these past several years. Crop failures, Titano attacks, and abnormal weather, to name a few. Yeah, so I've heard. No one knows why they're happening, and none of these so-called anomalies seem to be related. It's all just a series of unfortunate events that are becoming more frequent and getting worse by the day. Every place we've been so far has been full of rumors and ill tidings. But what do you mean no one knows why they're happening? I believe the root of these anomalies lies nearly 200 years ago. In Altago, there exist the 5 great dragons and the 5 tribes. Each of the 5 tribes revered one of the dragons and shouldered his corresponding responsibility. The Earth Dragon of Shinoa was to protect the harvest. The Flame Dragon of Sigram was to honor the vitality of the people. The Wind Tribe of Kylos was to cycle life energy. The Sea Tribe of Adonia was to ensure prosperity and fulfillment. And lastly, the Moon Tribe of Iska was to keep everything in balance. The balance of Altago is preserved by each tribe respecting its sacred duties, as well as those of the other tribes. However, roughly 200 years ago, 2 of the 5 tribes disappeared. 2 tribes? That would have to be the Sea Tribe, Adona, and the Moon Tribe, Iska. Wait, Iska? As in... Iskan fever. That can't be coincidence. Was the illness named after the lost tribe? The source of its name has been lost to time, but it does seem likely. At any rate, as a result of 2 entire tribes being removed from the equation, the balance of Altago has crumbled slowly over these past 200 years, and faith in the 5 dragons has gone with it. I believe that perhaps the numerous anomalies are the manifestations of this fundamental imbalance. Sounds complicated. Adel, what do you think about all this? Honestly, it sounds like a problem for the people of Altago to deal with, not you and me. This is, as you say, all a problem for the 5 tribes that inhabit this land. It should be of no concern to you directly. However, Adel, you have heard the voices of 4 of the 5 dragons, and received their powers. It therefore stands to reason that the best course of action from here would be for you to visit the last dragon. The last dragon? Well, Adel already got the powers of the moon, earth, flame, and wind, so... Only the sea dragons left, but the sea tribe disappeared like the moon tribe, right? So where are we supposed to go to find the sea dragon's altar? I'd hoped perhaps you knew. The tribe of Iska is indeed said to have disappeared from Altago. However, the tribe of Adona still exists, albeit in a vastly different form. Their current location is Altago City, and the current elder of Adona is His Majesty, the sovereign of Altago, King Chimeril himself. What? So that's why the royal family name is Adonis. If the oral traditions still survive in the royal lineage, then His Majesty may know the location of the sea altar. Adel Kristen, I believe your course is clear. You must consult with King Chimeril. Adel agreed and said that he would visit the king to speak with him directly. Yeah, that does seem like the obvious choice. Right back where we started. Guess it's time to head back to the city. And time for me to head back to the palace. I have a good idea what the situation is in Altago now, and honestly, I'm dying to hear what Father has to say about all this. Mashira, I want to thank you for everything. You've been an enormous help. I've only done my part. As the Eldress of Kylos, I am a part of this story by default. Adel Kristen, if you truly are he who hath been chosen, then I am certain we will meet again. Until that day, I bid you farewell, and good luck. Alright. I can't believe how many healing items I needed to use. Move it on over. Move it on over. Oh, hello. Maya, you look a lot better. She just woke up a moment ago. Her fever seems to have gone down too. Thank goodness, I was so worried. Wait, what? What is your fascination with my hair? Wait, not the hair. Seriously, why? Why do you keep doing this? Listen, a girl's hair is her life. You can't just go around. Stop! Why aren't you listening? They're getting along really well. I think so too. Maya's usually shy, but she seems to have taken Aisha quite a bit. Cough, cough. I think she pushed herself a little too hard, or pulled on me a little too hard. She should be alright. She just took her medicine earlier. Maya, you shouldn't overdo it. You need to rest. You should listen to your sister. Rest, Maya. Rest and feel better. We'll play again later when you have more energy, okay? Dogs are certainly grumbly. Now that was a really sad statement. I'm nearly deaf. All I hear are mumbles, and it's very isolating. Like, oh. Okay, old man. See ya. Forgot I had a quest here. Let's see if I can do it. Yes, give them. Alright, I'm almost done with the windmill blades now. Thanks to your help, I had a pretty easy time of it. Here, take this. I promise to reward. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my reward. Hey, I completed the quest. That's why they call me Questy Completerton. Maybe I should just bring up application services anyway. That wouldn't be a bad idea. There we are. Okay. So yeah, you two go on without me. I'll catch up with you later. Wouldn't it be simpler if you just came with us? I can't go in there looking like this. Besides, technically no one should know I was with you two all this time. I'll change, then join you afterward, and you just pretend you don't know me, okay? This feels wrong, like I'm lying to a king. Probably because I am, but what are you gonna do? Let's just go talk to King Chimeral himself. Meryl. Oh, where is that old bastard? You're those adventurers His Majesty called for, are you not? His Majesty is taking time away from his official duties due to illness. You'll need to come back another time, I'm afraid. Illness? Is he gonna be okay? His illness is not worsened. I'm told he's merely tired, likely from stress. His Majesty has been having heated disagreements with the Prime Minister of late, more so than usual. I'm so sorry to hear that. Adel, maybe we should come back some other time. I don't mind, send him in. But Your Majesty, I'm feeling much better. These men can be trusted. Let him in. Yes, sire. You heard him. Go on in, but remember to be respectful. He is our liege. You'll have to excuse my appearance. Why his neck is like that? I've really fucked up his model. I don't know why. It just does not look right. You feeling alright? Have your symptoms improved? Yes, the medicine is suppressing the worst of it, but I'll admit I tire more easily now than before. Everyone else has had to work twice as hard to pick up my slack. I feel that I've let them all down. So I heard tell you're aware of my condition. Science informed me. You lent your aid to a girl infected with the disease, did you not? I sincerely thank you on her behalf. It was nothing. I mean, we couldn't just leave her like that. Adel humbly denied that he did anything at all worthy of the king's gratitude. On the contrary, the problems of my citizens are my burden to bear. Anyone who helps them helps me. I've long known that a group of merchants maintain a monopoly on the crystals needed to treat the disease. And I am entirely to blame for not having dealt with the issue properly. Anyway, where were we? Ah yes, Siasen has informed me that you have made considerable progress. I'd like to hear all about it. Adel explained everything that had happened thus far to King Chimeral in great detail. I had no idea you were going after the Legend of the Dragons in such a tangible manner, and it seems the anomalies occurring elsewhere in Altago were worse than I'd thought. Your Majesty? Father, may I enter? Oh, Aisha, please come in. Whoa, look at her, Adel. It's like she's a completely different person. Hello, Father. I'd heard that there were adventurers in the kingdom who've gained favor with you. Are these the men? Indeed they are. Aisha, I've not seen you in some time. Where have you been? And what have you been doing? Sigrun has been worried sick about you. There was something I wanted to investigate, you see? So that's it. Were you investigating it together with a red-haired young adventurer and his tall, muscular partner, perchance? Whoops. Guess you've been busted. I thought so. Father, did Sias tell you? Even were it not for him, I received numerous reports on a daily basis. It's not difficult to keep tabs on the likes of you. Your subterfuge skills are not at the highest of levels. Is there something you'd like to say to me, Aisha? I'm sorry. You see, the thing is, my daughter gave you no choice, I know. I apologize for her actions. I hope she didn't cause you any trouble. Father! No, she was a great help, actually. We were glad to have her. Sure, that was a great help. Father? I don't like you running off, but since I know you will, I'm glad to hear you did some good. That's all I mean. But that's neither here nor there. Since Aisha's with us now, please allow me to address you all regarding the issue at hand. In short, there is something I believe you need to know, which only I can tell you as the current elder of Edonia. What? So it really is true. As Mishera informed you, the majority of the people in Altago City are descendants of Edonia, the Sea Tribe. We originally lived elsewhere, though, and as one of the 5 tribes, it was in perfect balance with the land. However, during frequent trade with Eastern nations, the people of Edonia changed. Edonians realized they could achieve greater prosperity through worship of Gratios and heightened commercialism. And finally, 200 years ago, the Edonians abandoned their home island and founded Otago City. As time went on, the city became a commercial center, gaining enough power to influence the other tribes. That is how Otago became the kingdom it is today. Wow, I had no idea. So that means the royal family were once the elders of Edonia. Yes, in other words, we are descended from the protectors of the great dragon of the sea, Obalan. So you know where the altar is? I have not seen it in person, but I do know of it from the legends. Of course, not many still remember these legends today. Even in the royal family, it only remains as an oral tradition. Thinking it as a child's fairy tale, I was always unsure whether or not to believe that the dragon truly exists. But after hearing your fantastic tales, it seems clear that they do. Adel Kristen, if the voices you heard really did belong to the great dragons, then I believe they may have a truly monumental task in mind for you. A task so big it could change the fate of all Altago. If you become involved more than you already are, it may be impossible for you to go back out later. Are you certain you wish to proceed? Sure. Adel confirmed his resolve. Good, then as Elder of Edonia, I ask that you permit me to tell you the way. Just off the coast of Altago City, there's an island the locals commonly refer to as Ruins Island. The altar of the sea dragon is there, within the depths of the ruins located thereupon. On Ruins Island? Are you talking about that small island we saw when we first got here? The very one. It is the original home of the Edonians. The one we abandoned 200 years ago. Royal edict forbids anyone from setting foot upon that island, so it has remained uninhabited for centuries. Clap on. Clap off. Your Majesty? Prepare a boat at the harbor. It need not be large. These men will be going to Ruins Island. Ruins Island, sire? Understood. Right away, sire. Father, if you disapprove, I understand, but Aisha, I'm aware that you have made it your mission to investigate the kingdom's mysteries in my stead. However, as your father, there is nothing more important to me than your safety. You understand, do you not? Yes. However, this is, in point of fact, a duty the Elder of Edonia must fulfill. The elders of the other tribes have heard the voices of the dragons, and Edonia's turn is up now, but I cannot go. So you must go in my place. You mean... Do not put yourself in any situation of unnecessary risk, and after you return from the island, you must refrain from running off as you have been. Can you promise me that? Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Father. Ado, Dogi, please look after my daughter for me. If she puts herself in danger, you may feel free to scold her as you see fit. Awesome! Now that's an order I can get behind. Dogi, what the hell, man? Is scolding me really such an exciting prospect, especially when you're the dumbass who always gets us into trouble? Bull, I mean, don't worry, Father. I shan't put myself in danger. I swear it. Nice try, Aisha. Guess prim and proper's not really your thing, huh? Oh, come on. You set me up for that. That's not fair at all. I call entrapment. Entrapment, I say. Oh, just forget it. Goodbye, Father. We'll be taking our leave now. Dogi, get your ass moving. That's actually very charming. Hey, stop pulling me. Ow, I'm the one with all the muscles. How could this hurt so much? I was worried I may have not shown enough care to my daughter, but it seems children learn and grow even when their parents are not there to see it. If only my dear wife were alive to see her beautiful daughter so full of energy and life. Excuse me, let my emotions get the best of me for a moment. Before you leave, though, Adel, please come here for a moment. I have something to give you. In the bed, if you know. I mean, God. Stop myself before I even start. I got the royal signet. This is the royal signet passed down in my family since the tribal days of Edonia. You may need it on Ruins Island. Hold on to it, please, and take good care of it. Adel gave his thanks to King Chimero. No need, I should be thanking you. May the blessings of the dragons be with you on your quest, Adelkristen, and may the road ahead be a safe one. And please take care of Aisha for me. Okay, the boat should be just about ready. Let's stock up on whatever we may need, then head over to the harbor. You got it. Though if things get out of hand, we can always warp back, right? So we don't need to worry too much about supplies, I don't think. We can restock anytime we want. Can't we? Well, there's a good reason no one's been allowed on Ruins Island for such a long time. Apparently, compasses on board ships go nuts. Board ships go nuts when they get too close to the island. It's like an energy vortex. Huh? Seriously? We don't know why it happens. We just know that things work differently over there. So we really need to be extra cautious and not put too much faith in dragon energy until our mission is over. Let's just go. I went and bought some stuff. Yeah, you might be right. Well, it's up to you, really. Well, not a bad idea to take care of all our unfinished business before we go. Never know what'll happen over there. Let's go to the harbor only when we're completely prepared for the voyage. I mean, there was like a couple quests, but like, I don't know. I don't really care about any of those. You know, I could go see if the general is in, I suppose. Nope, not in. Well, I highly doubt that this is anywhere close to the end of the game, so... See if there's anything at the Coliseum. Ah, good timing. The Draconites are here today. Go down that hall there. Things should be getting interesting right about now. This all? We will now commence the martial training of the 2nd Regiment. Stay alert, men. Commander Ron, you're in charge. Sir! Round. Listen up. Today we'll start with the basics, then move on to forms. After that we spar. Fall behind and you'll find blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Is that it? Is that all they wanted me to check out? I'm gonna say that was very interesting. Okay. Right, well, that was boring. Now, which one does she have equipped? Killer Hornet. It's a pretty sick move. Just, yeah. It's quite a bit to charge up. Two appointments today, one at 5 and one at 6. grinding, grinding, grinding away. I thought this had already had some experience on it too. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he was very close. Alright. So she's learned all hers. He's learned all his. Otherwise, it's just about getting money. It gives me about 2,000 to 3,000 every time I go through. So let's check the other way. Are these the only 4 he has? Oh, I guess so. Shows he'll probably learn his other ones from the Great Sword. How did I miss that? So let's see if I can get about 40,000. And then I should have enough to sell. I suppose the other quests are probably in the other areas that I'd already been to. Man, how did I miss that twice? We'll see if that's enough to be able to stock up on items. First off, sell. Okay. Ooh, I can make a gaudy dagger. Morgana, or this guy. Hydro shot. Does this one come with a skill? Yeah. Oh, and I can make hers too. Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't actually need to. I just want to get the skills associated. Switch that out for sword dance. Switch out Kaiser Rush for blaster kick. Switch you out for Hydro shot? Oh. I guess I didn't finish hers like I thought I had. It's actually pretty sick. Okay, there we go. Kind of like that more than the other ones. Hello, anime person. A real life person is talking to me. I feel like the generic anime fan sort of vibe that was like really prevalent back in the early 2000s that people made fun of, and they still do the voice a lot of times, just like when you like hear YouTube skits. But like I feel like so many people watch anime now that it just kind of feels like it's weirdly derogatory towards like everybody instead of like back in the day where it was like, oh yeah, we know the type of people who watch anime. Now it's like very specific kind of anime. Just like one of my Japanese animes. Actually, that's a manhwa. It's Korean. And Jinwo is really the coolest guy ever. He solo levels by his solo self. I'm just like him. What did I set hers to? It's him, Mr. Solo Level guy. There's a new switch. God damn it, I keep forgetting the buttons. It's going good. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna go get a haircut and the dog, Luna Maguna. You know, we called her Luna Guna since we got her, and that was like, 8 years ago before the word, goon meant something different, so. But yeah, she's getting her follow-up vaccination because, of course, dogs need vaccines. And then I'm gonna get a haircut. So hopefully I'll have some bangs here that I can have. I actually don't really know what my hairstyle is gonna be after the haircut, but I'm keeping it long, but I want to have some kind of face framing. I was going to get one last week, and then of course, I was sick, and my hairstylist was also sick, so kind of a double sick day for both of us. Yeah, it'll be a bit of a surprise, because, this is definitely the longest I've had my hair. I had my hair almost this long before, but it was, the hairstylist that I was going to just, was not equipped to do men's hair, which is kind of weird, because it's, it's not that different. I mean, yeah, the hairstyles are, kind of different, but, not... I mean, I guess I don't want to say that hair is hair, because maybe it's more complicated than that, but I feel like when I had tried to have long hair before, she was just not... She just made me look like a fucking idiot. And so, but, maybe she just wasn't a very good stylist, but, it's not like I'm going to fucking Great Clips, I'm paying for a real, haircut. I guess not that, other haircuts aren't real, but... Now that it was crazier than when I lived back in the country, and that, going... I mean, there's people who do it here, too, but the fact that, I go to, a hair salon and not, a barber or whatever, I used to get a lot of shit for, and I'm like, hey, I want my haircut to not look like I fucking tripped and fell down the stairs, you know what I mean? I got my haircut by the steel steps. But, yeah, otherwise, haircut's gonna happen. We'll see how it looks. I trust her. She's very alternative. So, I don't know. A lot of alternative guys have longer hair, or maybe they used to. I feel like now there has been a trend of, men just having really short hair no matter what. Which I think is, I don't know if that's has something to do with fascism. It kind of feels like it does, but even gay dudes will have shaved heads, It's you guys are the ones who are allowed to have any kind of hairstyle you want, you know? Like, why choose? I mean, maybe they're not even choosing. Maybe it's just like, maybe there's something in the water making more people bald, so then they're forced to, forced to be an old baldo. You know what I mean? It just seems like you have so many choices now, and then you just go for, like, shaved head. That's true, you know. A lot of choices. A lot of choices that people... It's like those memes of, like, I'm not an NPC, that says the NPC or whatever, but it's like... I mean, obviously, the person I always think of who posted that was, like, Elon Musk, who's, like, the biggest NPC in the world, who also has just an awful, awful haircut. Like, for someone who has hair plugs, he didn't do much with them, you know? Like, why does everybody just look like that? Oh, that's true. He's a penultimate boss. In an NPC body. In another life, he would be, I don't know, a cop. Or a cop haircut. But a lot of people have the cop haircut now. It's, I mean, I guess there's still, like a handful of male celebrities. God, can you imagine unlocking Elon Musk in a fucking, like, a fighting game? The only time Elon Musk was gonna fight someone, it was Mark Zuckerberg, and then he pussied out on it. Like, it had to be a joke character, like, God, what is his name? From Street Fighter? Is it Ken? No. The boat picture is so bad. Oh my god. Well, and that makes sense to me. You know, like rich people who have no style and they don't really like have a personality or anything. I can sort of understand why they choose to do the most, like, unhuman haircut. But, like, I just don't get it for, like, the majority of other people? I don't know. I don't know. That's just a personal thing. I've always liked long hair. It's probably because I watch so much Japanese anime. And I wanted my hair to be similar to, you know, peeps I saw in manga. So maybe that's just it. Maybe I'm too Japanese pilled, or manga pilled, anime pilled, East Asian pilled. All of their, like, pop idols and all of their, you know, people that are popular in their culture seemingly all have at least kind of long hair. Might quake. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to get a haircut, mostly just to clean up my hair. I feel like no one ever tells you, but if you start having long hair, it will just start, like, you'll just shed everywhere like a dog. Like, just hair gets in everything. And then once you get a haircut, and then it's like, then it stops doing that. But like, after like 2 months, it's like, oh goddamn, hair is just, there's so much of it. I guess that's why people are like, never have girls, because then your bathrooms will be, I don't know, something. You'll have to deal with all that hair. I don't know why that's what came to mind for that. All right, let me take a look. Is this Arthur? Oh no, this is... Oh god. Like, with the hair plugs and like, oh my god, he does look like Eggman. You are 1,000,000% right. If he had a mustache and just was proper, you know, if he was really confident, he would just shave his head. Just shave it. Like, just go bald, fully bald. Don't do this like half in, half out shit where the sides of your head are shaved. Although I will say I would rather see the shaved-ish sides and then the like medium length hair on top versus like in the 2011s when there was a lot of dudes who had like that look, like the shaved sides head, but then had like really long hair aside of that, like very, I don't know, sort of look like a samurai kind of a look. But it did not look good. Personally, I don't think that it looked good. I feel like I could pull up examples, but I'm just so lazy. What does Skrillex's hair look like? Because I feel like that was kind of the... Okay, maybe not exactly like that, but you know, kind of like the... Oh, this isn't on display capture. Kind of like this, where it'd be like... Maybe not just the one side shaved, but both, like the side of the head shaved with like the long hair like in the middle. And just, this is actually an awful look. This is like so bad. Wow. He looks complete. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, this is actually what I was talking about, where it's the shaved side head on both sides, but then like the really long hair, like just in the middle strip. And it's like, I don't understand it. Like, why not just have long hair? Yeah, very Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeoufy. Man, he really went from looking like... It went from a twink to like a twonk. That's the... Also, what is Skrillex? Yeah, I was just gonna say he looks Latino, in the so he is Latino, I guess. He's mixed white with Latino, but it's like before he looked super duper white, and now he looks like Latino, which it's like that's a Latino, that's a white guy, that's the vibe that that's going on here. Twink, twonk, twank. But yeah, I don't get it. I just do not get it. Is this almost leveled up? Almost, okay. Yeah, right now I'm leveling up skills so that I can quit the ones that I would like. You have to level up the skills to be able to permanently have them, otherwise you have to keep the one weapon equipped that has the skill associated with it. This is also a good way to get some money that I'm not in desperate need of, but, you know, never hurt. Gotta do a little grinding at the same time. Dude, that's crazy. He kind of looks like the child of a Scientologist. I can see that. His music came from Xenu. My son Skrillex, please. Make music that would bleed Lord Xenu. That's so tough. Oh, that's actually a really good move. Wow, okay. Bang-a-rang. Bong. That's my Skrillex impression. Just what I do, I went on a Skrillex. Goddamn, man. 2011 was pretty crazy. We were all out here just bang-a-ranging around. That or like the worst SoundCloud rappers you ever heard in your goddamn life. I feel like SoundCloud rapping was really starting to hit its peak right around then. Where you'd... I'd have friends who would listen to rappers who sounded like... I don't know, just like a guy down the street, and they were like, this shit is so fire. I'm like, I don't think that's true remotely. This sounds like I would rather hear nails on a chalkboard. Some Dr. Seuss ass shit. It was always the whitest kids that I knew. Always the whitest ones. Photon Blade. Okay. Okay, now he has a great sword. They say it's a great sword. I think it's a pretty good sword. I don't know about a great sword, but it's a pretty good one. Yeah, it's like a whole different moveset. Nice. Alright. And then, after I master this skill, I should be good to go to the island that I don't know if it's... I don't think that I'm near the end of the game. The last time I had checked, I was at like 30% of the game, but maybe I'm farther in than I thought. Because they're like, if you go to this island, you won't be able to return easily. And it's like, well, that's usually what they say. I can't imagine that I'm even close to the penultimate. Because that's it. Usually the games try to get you around level 50-ish. But, I guess we'll see. Guess we'll see. This is a sick move, though. I'm gonna have Bangarang stuck in my head. Which is like, it's just someone saying the word Bangarang and then just a ton of noise. Like a song that just does not work to be stuck in your head. Oops, that's the wrong button. I can't get... Yeah, I don't want to fight the birds. Come on, where's these guys? There we go. All right. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. There was like random side quests, but I don't know. They haven't really popped up for me. But I can sell my old weapons. There's nothing else to buy, right? No. Okay. There we go. Just a picture of the stash from the movie Hook by Steven Spielberg, where Robin Williams is the titular Peter Pan. It all adds up. Okay. Oh, well, there's a quest. No, man. And you were there. And you were there? The Scarecrow and the other guy? Oh yeah, I should have put in the expense. Forgot to put in my expense report. I drove 120 miles today, which I didn't really want to do. Office to doors. See if I can remember. Directions to near lift. 119.4 miles. Done. Save. Thank you. What does that equate out to? $83 in reimbursements. All right. Let's see what this is. I feel like you're on like a totally different train of thought than I am. Just... You are on that next shit, that's for sure. Okay, more random people don't have quests for me, do they? Like, man, I feel like that quest really came out of nowhere. I need to go down to the pier. Papa Zanny's like bubble wrap at a farmer's market. I mean... It's so funny, the idea of someone being like, man, I party super hard. I take a lot of Xanax. It's like... you just like are very relaxed and you pass out. That's all it does. If you just take too much, you pass. Obviously, you can OD on it as well, but like, you usually just fall asleep. Man, I party super hard. I take like 3 NyQuil, and then I go out to the club. Like, what are you talking about? You're just gonna fall asleep. It cracks me up so much. Man, you wouldn't believe the good night's sleep I fucking get. Oh, it's you. The boat's all ready, but we have yet to find a captain or boatswain for it. And truth be told, it might be a while before we can track down someone crazy enough to go to Ruins Island in this thing. Is this the boat right here? Then you found your man. I can steer this thing in my sleep. I'm all the crew it'll need. You can navigate and steer and, you know, keep us from capsizing and meeting a watery demise? You sure? Absolutely. I've captained dozens of boats. Hundreds, thousands even. Right, Adel? I'm the best there is. Tell him. I guess I could let you take command then. I mean, we can't find anyone else to do it, so if you have experience... Blown it in my bathroom. It's ruined island out yonder. No one's been there for so long that it's probably been overrun by monsters. I recommend you check your equipment carefully before you go and tap all your loose ends here on the mainland. Nah, my job's done here. Don't know why you're going, and frankly, I don't care. I'm out of here. Good luck. From what we've heard, Ruins Island is going to be a really dangerous place. We need to make sure we're ready for it. What do you think, Adel? Are we ready to go? Let's go. All right, time to boldly go where no one's gone before, or for a really long time. At any rate, let's head out. Princess! Togi is the best. Sigrun? Crap, I guess she heard about my outside apparel, which means she knows how to find me now. Princess, wait, the island is too dangerous. Please think this through. You're too young to die. You there, I order you to leave the princess behind. Come on, we gotta go, now! You sure? Isn't she your guardian or something? If Sigrun catches me, she'll keep me cooped up in that palace until I'm like 50. Just hurry. Okay. Just sticking marijuana up your ass. just the worst use of marijuana. That's like something like they're like an older brother or an older cousin would tell their younger cousin or brother and be like, yeah, that's the way you really get high. You eat the roach. Like, no, that doesn't do anything. Princess, please wait. If you won't stay here, then at least take me with you. We got some good wind. If it keeps up like this, we'll get to the island in no time. Whew, feels like I could finally breathe easy. I thought she was going to climb on board, drag me back to the palace by my pigtails. That's my favorite. That's my absolute favorite, is when people are like, oh no, you gotta just like smoke and then you gotta just like let it sit in your lungs for 10 minutes, then you're really high. That's like holding a streamer. Also, that part's a, well, I mean, not about the steamer. Then you really feel it in your guts. Then you can feel some real weird BDSM stuff if you're into that. But yes, holding in marijuana smoke does not do anything more. 95% of the THC is absorbed the minute it goes into your mouth. So, you okay with blowing her off like that? She seemed genuinely worried about you. Sigrun is trustworthy and dependable, but far too overprotective. Even if I were to explain my reasons for going with you guys, she'd never understand. I'll apologize profusely once we get back. I just didn't want to deal with that now. We don't have time for it. That should be fine. Yeah. Aisha, something the matter? No, it's nothing. I was just thinking this will be my last chance to go anywhere with you guys because of my promise to Father. Wait, forget I said that. What's wrong with me? I mean, it's not like I'm lonely back at the palace or anything. I'm just enjoying this freedom and the adventure and the company. And I dread being cooped back in my room like a prisoner again. That's all. I'm just being silly, I guess. No, Parappa, holding it in doesn't do anything. That's awesome. I love that. It's funny because it's true. Hey, don't look at me. I didn't say anything. We have no idea what's going to happen on Ruins Island. So I say, let's just worry about that right now. Put everything else out of your mind and focus on the road ahead. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the only reason that holding in marijuana is perceived as doing more is because it makes your eyes super dry the longer you hold smoke in, because it just dries out like your whole body. So people will be like, wow, your eyes are so red. And it's like, you know, if you just like, if you eat an edible, your eyes don't get super red. Like, not in the same way that smoking does, because it's like if you held in cigarette smoke for a long period of time, like your eyes would just get red. Awesome. We're in an awesome, that's why drugs need to be legal, because then people know how to do them properly. So we're headed for the land where my ancestors used to live, a place built in reverence to the great sea dragon. Can't imagine what it will be like. I hate this guy's 3D model. They should be arriving at the island shortly. With the growing number of monster incidents and the appearance of violent Titanos all across the land, not to mention the increasing number of Iskan fever outbreaks, perhaps we were focused a bit too fervently on the war with Rome. And this man, this infamous Adol the Red, he arrived in Otago just when we needed him, with timing almost too good to be mere coincidence. Will his visit prove to be a blessing upon the land, or a curse? Yes, who is it? I'm awake. Please come in. Oh, I heard something. I don't think I actually did. Can't believe I've already been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes. That's actually pretty crazy. I was like, man, it feels like I haven't been going very long, and then I'm like, oh shit, yeah, it's almost 4 p.m. So this is the place, huh? Feels pretty eerie out here. I mean, it's far from the city, so I expect it to be quiet, but this is too quiet. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, hard to believe our people once lived here. What's wrong, Adol? Adol felt a current of strange energy. He quickly realized it was blocking the party's ability to use their war power. Are you serious? Damn, I was afraid of that, but why here? I mean, we're not even in the ruins themselves yet. Most likely the energy of this place, saying it's pretty far out of balance, would be putting things lightly. That geese? Yeah, there he is. You! Or geese, but we'll just pronounce it geese from now on, because it's far funnier to say it that it rhymes with geese.
What in the world are you doing here?
It's a long story. Let's just say I was waiting for you. A bit longer than expected at that. Huh? Why?
Looking to go another round of that? I thought you could pick a fight where no one could hear him scream or something?
No, it's nothing like that. That fight before was just a test. I was waiting here to help you.
Help us? Now I've heard it all.
More specifically, to lend you a hand in your quest and confirm something personal along the way. Adol Kristen, I want to see for myself if the dragons are actually in contact with you. How do you know about that?
How much do you know exactly?
I can't tell you that just yet, but depending on what happens here, there's someone I'd like you to meet. So until I've made up my mind about you, I'll be acting as your guide on this island.
You want Adol to meet someone? Another evil family member, perhaps?
Someone I don't entirely care for, if I'm being frank, but I owe him a lot. I don't exactly want to do what he asks, but I have something of an obligation to him.
I don't really get it.
And I'm completely against this. Geese, right? Why did you sneak into the palace? Were you trying to kill my father? That particular day was a failure. I thought my mission would be easy and no one would even ever know I was there, but then that silver-haired one saw me. The Eltiganian Falcon. Pretty perceptive man, I gotta say. Answer the question. Were you trying to kill my father? No. The business I had with the king was completely on the level. Assassination was definitely not in the plans. I was only following orders, really, or instructions, I guess. They had to call them orders, coming from him. I needed to get in contact with the current elder of the Edonian tribe. You know about that, too?
Seriously, how do you know so much? And what else do you know?
I'll tell you that when I'm sure you're who I think you are. So Adol, you gonna let me join you or not? Adol pondered this for a moment, but ultimately decided to let Geese join. Oh, for crying out loud.
Well, that's that then. Welcome aboard, I guess.
I'm not gonna say it's good to be here, but I'm glad you're at least willing to put up with me. Now come on, I took a quick look around while I was waiting for you, and there are a lot of monsters here, more than I expected. We have to be quick. Let's hope the princess here doesn't slow us down. Hey, I resent that. And who made you leader anyway? Geese joined the party. Let's swap him out for Dogi. We'll see how he does. Yeah, does he have any? Because I don't know why I would have equipment for him, considering I just got him in the party. Alright, what time is it? 4 p.m. Oh yeah, I fought that giant bird. I was like, what did I do for the past hour and almost 2 hours? Like, oh yeah, I did a whole bunch of stuff, actually. Yeah, because if Geese is level 28, then I'm right about where I need to be. Oh, it's almost an instant death for a larger monster. Nice. You got Power Wrist 2. What does Adol have right now? Oh, it becomes stronger with each kill. Yeah, I'm keeping that.
should see what part I'm actually on. Guides. Okay, so there's 10 parts. I did the waterway. I did the Windborne Heights. Yeah, so I'm in part 5. And then part 6 looks like it's longer. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm not really... I'm probably like 55% through, because the beginning is super long. A fairly large RPG. Oh, whoops. You know, I haven't experienced any flying enemies yet, so keep Dogi in the party for now. What's the other way out? I can get that blade leveled up. That would be ideal. Oh shit. Okay, so that's underwater. I will be right back. I think if I should... I don't need to feed the dogs early. Well, maybe like 4:30. Okay. There we go. All right. So I want to ask you for something, but then they have no real way of actually doing the thing. Oh god. I don't even want to explain the scenario. I'm just annoyed. All right. Where did all these dinosaurs get this armor from?
What's this thing?
Looks like a crest from one of the 5 tribes. Ring any bells, princess?
Don't talk to me like we're friends, but yeah, I know it all too well. It's the Altago Royal Crest.
Thought so. There must be some way to interact with this thing. We don't have it yet. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, if this is the right direction, then yeah, I have to. Oh yeah, this thing. Of course. There we go. Adol noticed that the hole's shape exactly matched that of the king's signet ring. Curious, he pressed the signet into it.
Whoa!
That's my father's ring. Adol, why do you have that?
Adol explained that King Chimeral had given it to him before his expedition.
Oh, he could have just given it to me.
The king must trust you a lot, though I don't know how wise it would be to trust him back. No good could come of someone like you fraternizing with men of power.
Hey, what do you mean someone like him? Adol's twice the man you are. 10 times even. The king trusts him because he's trustworthy, and nothing but good could come of that.
I think you kind of missed my point, but it doesn't matter. Maybe I'm just a little cynical where the privileged are concerned. Let's just go on in, okay? Yeah, I think he was saying that the king is worthless. Oh no! Dinos! Oh no, the dinosaurs are dead. Okay, I probably should actually just prep to take Luna to the vet. Alright, well, I will probably be back on later. I don't know for sure, but I suppose we